Hey there, you've made it! In the final part of our 3-part Guardians guide, we'll be talking about upgrading your Guardians ranks, Guardian skills, Enlightenment, PvP battles, defending Pantheons, and much more. Remember, if you found these videos very useful, don't forget to like and share them with your friends. Knowledge is there to be shared. When you start playing with Guardians, you'll notice that all of their ranks are pretty low. So, how do you increase them? Well, to increase a Guardian's rank, you must retire other Guardians. The number of Guardians you need to retire is equal to your chosen Guardian's current rank. To do this, the retired Guardians must be of the same rank as the Guardians you wish to upgrade, but can be of any level or grade. For example, to upgrade a Guardian from rank 1 to rank 2, you'll need to retire one rank 1 Guardian. If you want to upgrade a Guardian from rank 2 to rank 3, you'll need to retire 2 rank 2 Guardians. You get the picture. After their rank is improved, your Guardian's level is reset, and you must once again bring them up to the highest available level in order to reach the next rank. If you don't have enough Guardians of the corresponding rank to retire, you will need to increase the rank of those Guardians you plan to retire. Guardians of rank 2 or 3 might be better kept as food and used to increase your higher level Guardians' ranks. Remember, the level of the Guardians you use for upgrading ranks doesn't matter, so don't bother too much about getting XP for Guardians you want to retire at their current grade. The next part is really important. Most Guardians have a set of 4 skills that affect one of the 4 unit types. Exceptions to these are the Spine-type Guardians, which specifically improve Spine units, and Resource Guardians, whose skills affect resource production and granary or warehouse capacity. To upgrade a Guardian's skills, you will need to use a skill stone of a certain grade. Initially, each skill is level 0, and the maximum level they can reach is level 5. That means that to upgrade all of your Guardian skills to the maximum level, you will need 20 skill stones. There's also another way to improve your Guardian skills – Enlightenment. There are 5 stages of Enlightenment, and each one boosts all the skills of your Guardian at once. To enlighten a Guardian, you will need to retire another one of the same grade and type. The retired Guardian will then disappear. Bang! Let's look at this example. You have a Guardian of the city defense type, their rank is 4, their level is 30, their grade is 3. To enlighten this Guardian, you will need another city defense type Guardian of grade 3, the level and the rank do not matter. In terms of strategy, this basically means you should use duplicate Guardians to enhance your main Guardians. So, what else can Guardians do? Let's take a look at why stationing Guardians at your city can make a real difference to your strategy. You can station up to 3 Guardians at your city to strengthen the city defense, or to improve resource production. Guardians of the following types can be stationed at your city: city defense, spying, and resources. There may be many Guardians in any given battle, but your army can only be represented by one affinity in each. When one or more Guardians are activated at your city, you can choose a dominant affinity. If you do not choose a dominant affinity, deactivate the Guardian with a dominant affinity, or this Guardian is stunned. The army defending your city will remain without any affinity. If your city is successfully attacked, the Guardians you had activated at the time will be left stunned. This is why it's preferable not to leave the city defended only by Guardians. Your regular city defense will play a big role too. But it's not only in PvP battles at your city that Guardians are vital. When deploying your units on offensive or defensive missions, you can send Guardians whose type fits the mission. This will boost the army's combat statistics. Let's look at the function of Guardian types one by one. Up to 3 Guardians can be stationed at a friendly city as reinforcement. However, the Guardian with the most developed skill will be the only one to affect the combat statistics of the units alongside them. You can also defend Pantheons and coalition capitals with Guardians. However, if you do this, remember that Guardians stationed at Pantheons provide bonuses only to the units that were sent with them. At Pantheons and coalition capitals, the dominant affinity will be the affinity that the most Guardians at the Pantheon have. If this is not possible, for example, if there are 3 Guardians, each having different affinities, then no dominant affinity will be chosen. You can use Guardians to assist you during sieges. The Guardian will give bonuses to the other units sent alongside them, and if the siege is successful, they will be stationed in the city as reinforcement. Please note that Guardians won't provide bonuses to the units defending the besieged city. For this, you will need to send Guardian of the defense or spine type. You can send up to 3 Guardians as reinforcement for a besieged city. The dominant affinity will be the affinity that the most Guardians at the besieged city have. Guardians can also help you with the PvE aspect of the game. There are two types of Guardians that can be sent to Persian positions, which are suited to attacking and defending respectively. Guardians sent to Persian positions influence the power of the units they're sent with. Guardians can't be sent to campaign missions, only to regular Persian positions. We've almost covered all the major features, but there's one massive point we still need to talk about – stunned Guardians. If a Guardian loses a battle, although not against a Warlord, they will be stunned. During this time they cannot be used or upgraded. A rank 1 Guardian will remain stunned for 1 day, a rank 2 Guardian for 2 days, and so on up to rank 6 Guardian, which remains stunned for 6 days. However, if you really need your Guardians back up and running, you can recover a stunned Guardian immediately using Emeralds, or by applying a special item to reduce the recovery time. That's it, folks, you've completed your Guardian training. I'm handing over to you now. I want to hear plenty of stories about how your Guardians help you in battle. Thanks for listening and goodbye.